Hello student, welcome to this new video lecture of Ivan's Tries and O-Level. In today's video, we are going to discuss about page number 83. By now, we have already discussed about page numbers up to 82. So let's continue from page number 83. I would like to give you a recapitulation whatever we are studying right now. By now we have studied examination of Evans is over. Reverend Stuart McLeary was escorted by Stephens to the prison gates. While he was returning, he wanted to have a belated cup of coffee. But soon an idea occurred to his mind. He went to see a last look at Evans. Seeing him, he was surprised. In Evans' chair was lying Reverend Stuart McLeary, with a serious injury to his head. He shouted for Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson came over there. He advised him to call the ambulance as well as police. Then both of them helped Stuart McLeary side by side. They helped him to the yard where he was met by the governor. The governor and Stuart McLeary had a conversation. Then there came policeman. Detective Superintendent Carter arrived over there. He took him in his car, in police car. Now they are following Evans. How? Let's see. You see what they have done, Governor. You see? Did you understand what they have done? His voice trailed off again. Once again his voice declined. He could not speak. Actually he was pretending he himself was Evans. His voice trailed off again as the governor dredging the layers of long neglected learning. He did not mind it. He did not mind the German language. So he was dredging, clearing his doubts, which himself to translate the German text, willed himself to translate the German text before him. So he wanted the German text to be translated. That is why he asked Stuart McLeary, who was with him, to translate it. What was written? Sei sollen dem schon berebreden, plan genu folgen, der which Zeitpunkt ist 3 Minuten or Ende des Examens. You must follow the plan already. Something. What was the translation? Something. You must follow the plan. The vital point in time is 3 minutes before the end of examination, but something. If you remember, examination was scheduled to start at 9:15. But it started at 9:25. Why? due to security reasons. Furthermore, it was supposed to end at 11:25, but at 11:22, the governor called Mr. Jackson, and Mr. Jackson shouted for Mr. Stephens. Mr. Stephens took the phone, listened the rapidly spoken orders. What was the order given? The order that was given to him was to escort Stuart McLeary to prison gates and make sure to close the door behind him so that Evans could not escape. He did the same. So the clue that was written over there, the most vital point in time is 3 minutes before the end of the examination, but something. Don't hit him too hard. What else was written? Don't hit him too hard, as Stuart McLeary was hit as per plan. Remember, he is a minister, he is a parson, he is a churchman, and don't overdo the Scots accent when, and don't try to be over smart in Scottish language. At the same time, a fast approaching siren wailed to its crescendo. Crescendo means highest pitch of sound. The great doors of the prison yard were pushed back. The gate was opened, and a white police car squealed to jerky halt beside him. There arrived a car, and the movement was full of speed. Jerk. Suddenly the brakes were taken. Detective Superintendent Carter swung himself out of the passenger seat. He came out from the passenger seat and saluted the governor. Because the governor was in charge of the prison, he saluted. What the hell is happening, sir? And turning to McLeary, Christ, who has hit him? So indicating McLeary, he asked a question, who has hit you? But McLeary cut across whatever explanation the governor might have given. But McLeary denied all the explanations, cut across all the explanations. What did he say? He started speaking. Elsfield Way, officer, I know where he was. He was breathing heavily. He was breathing very fast, heavily, and leaned for support against the side of the car. So he leaned for support. He pretended to be that he was unable to stand. So he took support from the car, taking it, keeping his hand over there, where the imprint of his hand, because his hand was full of blood, stained with blood, so hand imprint was over there on the car, left in tarnished crimson, stained bright red in color, crimson color, that is the color of blood. In bewilderment, Carter looked to the governor for guidance. In bewilderment, in confusion, in surprise, Mr. Carter, Detective Superintendent Carter looked at the governor. What? Take him with you. What are you looking at me? Don't worry. Take him with you. If he thinks he'll be alright, he is the only one who seems to know what is happening. He is the only person who can help us. So take him with you. Carter opened the back door and helped McLeary inside. opened the back door of the car and had him inside. He took him inside the car, and within a few seconds the car leaped away in a spot of gravel. Car ran away from there. Elsfield Way, McCleary, he had said. Now the governor began to think. Elsfield Way, McCleary had said. And there it was, staring up at the governor from the last few lines, the German text. He was staring at the question paper, last few lines of German text. From Elsfield Way to drive to the Haddington roundabout, where so he was trying to translate. Yes, of course, the examination board was in Elsfield Way. He understood. Yeah, there is somebody from the beginning itself, because the examination board's office was in Elsfield Way, and someone from the board must have been involved in the escape plan from the very beginning. He understood. Someone from the examination board was with Evans since the very beginning, since the starting of exam. The question paper itself was a help for him. Even the correction slip was a help for him. So he understood he was being fooled since starting. Now he began to ponder over it. What he thinks, what ideas came to his mind, how he was going to catch Evans. We shall discuss about all these things in next video. That's all for the day. Have a nice day.